Welcome to Highfleet, friends. Deus in nobis. Now, I'm fairly new to this title, but from what I understand, it involves aerial combat with massive, giant airships. Let's jump in and have a look for ourselves. Commander of the 1st Squadron, Admiral Dode. Alright, folks. An ancient kingdom ruled over this land long ago until it was torn apart by strife and internecine war. The last king of Gerad swore allegiance to the Romani Empire. This land seems to be doomed to bear the burden of war for all time. 7 years ago, an imperial official, the Lord Governor of Kiva, overthrew the king and declared a rebellion against the Emperor's rule. And now our turn has come. We've come to Gerad to end this once and for all. Alright guys, the city of Ilai is on the horizon already. It's looking really beautiful. Our long journey is finally behind us. Everyone is eager to hear you give the order to land. So we simply have to move over the destination here, land our airship. Look at all this stuff here, guys. We got thrusters, all sorts of different things here. Oh my goodness, we are actually flying over the settlement here with this massive ship. Absolutely fascinating, guys. Well, we're getting closer. Engage thrusters. Let's go ahead and open up, guys. And at this point, we open the hatch to enter town. That's just so cool. Let's send an attack corvette to land in the docks. Not really sure how many ships we have to send, but I'm guessing here if we're playing as, you know, just a trader, a roving trader, etc., that should be sufficient. Alright, fair enough. Here we go, boys. This is amazing. So we actually have a landing aspect as well.
500 meters.
500 meters to landing.
300 meters. 100 meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Okay, guys, if I hadn't blasted thrusters there at the last second, we could have been in some trouble. Humming of the pump suddenly dies down. The ship comes to a stop. You prepare to descend the ramp, accompanied by a small group of officers and your personal guard. The uncertainty that awaits you outside fills you with unease. A small group of people are waiting patiently for you at the bottom of the ramp. Their leader is a dignified nobleman surrounded by bodyguards. So the noble sent you to talk to me, Tarkan. My name is Mark Sayadi, Grand Duke Sayadi. Alright, Prince Fazil likes that. It kind of reminds me of Dune so far, guys. Here to discuss the liberation of Gerad. Perhaps they will. Your people have fought bravely for all these years. Aye, but even if, by the Almighty's mercy, the admirals and their ships land in Kiva, what do you imagine will happen next? Gerad will return to the crown's rule. We'll make it happen, King. I certainly hope so, at least. The Tarkan of Kalu is a good friend of mine. If you can come to an understanding with him, I'm confident he will be a worthy ally. Worthy allies are exactly what we need right now. So I can see that it's both sort of a strategy and RPG game, big time. But Father sword allegiance to the Romani Emperor, it seems you hold us in low regard, Duke. Well, not necessarily, but if you put it that way. Alright, guys, so we've gotten Admiral Dode's order executed, and now we have to head for Kalhu. Let's go ahead and depart. This point, of course, trying to get into combat. That's what I really would like to do, is get some combat going here. So let's select Kalhu and meet with the Tarkan. We don't have enough fuel. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll take care of it. So let's go to the supply location and let's buy a ton of fuel. There we go. Fuel tanks are completely full. It looks like we can also get some air-to-air missiles. Let's get a few. I don't want to get too many. Not sure how we're going to actually need some pressured methane. Alright. Let's hope that's sufficient, folks. And now, back to the ship. Alright, guys. It's ready for us to head to the new destination. And it looks like we simply have to right-click there. It's saying no fuel, but we have full fuel. So, let's see what happens. Or maybe we just need to go directly to Shimri. Let me readjust course here. Alright, let's see if we can drop into Shimri here. Nope. Okay, there's a merchant right there. We're gonna try to make it. It's interesting how you have to balance out the amount of fuel to get to each destination, but this is absolutely one of the locations we have to get to. Hold on. Alright, defensive maneuvers and potentially attack maneuvers too. Oh, we are definitely having the enemy attack us, guys. Let's arrange our ships and get into battle. Absolutely fascinating. Look at this, we're actually controlling one of the ships. This is incredible. So retreat would be up here to the north. I just need to see which of these guys is going to be the enemy. Don't think we're spotting them yet. Those look like our ships, but how do I know for sure? Okay, that's one way of knowing. Yeah, those are enemy ships. Reload. They are all around us. Now, we could try to retreat, but I kind of want to see if we can't destroy these guys. Squadron is comprised of several ships. You can move the ship you are currently controlling to the retreat marker to make a retreat from the battle. The next ship in the roster will enter the battle automatically. Interesting. So in other words, in an effort to save this ship, we can actually try to retreat it and come in with another one of our ships. One of the enemies is actually falling to the ground on fire. But I might retreat and try and grab one of our ships that we can actually spare. Wait. Might not need to. Might not need to, folks. I think we're going to be just fine. Target destroyed. Got just one enemy target left. I love the combat. It looks like this is the closest we can get combat-wise. Alright, there we go. Bringing in our next ship. And you can see the damage on the lower left side to the different parts. So I think it's the same one, if I'm not mistaken. 14 HP. There we go, folks. This is what they get for messing with us. The problem is we still need to get fuel at this trading post, so I hope this wasn't just an ambush without a single trading post in sight. There we go, my friends. Absolutely beautiful. Enemy vehicle lost control, and we shall continue. So our first victory in-game, and I believe now we can open our hatch here to Shimri. Just send one of these guys down, and of course we want to land safely, but my goal is to purchase some additional fuel so that we can make it to the mission location.
500 meters. 300 meters.
There we go, a perfect landing.
Touchdown confirmed. Landing complete.
Alright guys, first things first. We have an opportunity to replenish missiles on our ship. I highly recommend we do so. That's probably a great idea. And that's going to be in the ship works. So we've got to scroll down to the ship's maintenance panel. That was not normal. We had a little bug there. Alright. Alright, let's try that again, folks. We're going to head into the ship works. This is the roster of all ships in our squadron. Scroll down to the ship's maintenance panel. Okay. Interesting. Purchase a missile. So we're going to grab an R5 Zenith. This is a heat-seeking missile. And we can actually install this on the ship. This is going to be incredible, guys. So again, you're going to be pretty much like making your own, ship. You can build it however you want. You can add missiles, armor, all sorts of fascinating stuff here. I love it. I want to add another Zenith here if we can afford one, and put it on that side of the ship. It looks like we can also just go ahead and straight up repair the ship, which seems like a good enough idea. Got some cash on hand, and look at this, even additional hull parts, which we can purchase to upgrade the hull here. Just out of curiosity, we'll add some there at the front, but, you know, obviously leave this up to the imagination. A rapid action fire suppression system. Disperse liquid halon 2402 to extinguish fires. Okay. So this is a module that we can install over time. That's just beautiful, guys. I'm going to hold on for now. Let's just repair. And this would be to sell the entire ship, which we don't want to do. But we do want to get some additional supplies. So, for instance, some additional fuel. And at that point, you can see the fuel tanks are all the way up. We can also get some air-to-air missiles. Why not? And you can see that blue circle lets us know the distance of the fuel. So once you look at the map, it's fairly easy to determine, you know, where you have to go, etc. I'm going to exit, and hopefully we are ready to go. Just reported our progress to the Admiral. He is satisfied. The Admiral treats me like a clueless child. He seems to have forgotten that I'm the son of the Emperor. The capital is far away. Until we return, Admiral Dowd is the one in command. He leads the squadron, and you, Duke, are a Tarchon in his squadron. Alright, guys. Well, we've got to get to Kalu. But as you can see here, we're currently refueling. You can actually see that on our ship's information screen here. So until that gets all the way up, we are not moving anywhere. Squadron is done refueling, and we're ready to go, guys. Let's meet with the Tarkin. Sure enough, activate retreat. It looks like we are going to have another fight in the air, and I can't wait. I'm loving this air combat. Let's see how it goes, folks. Here we go. I'm ready to fight. Enemy air defense spotted. Focus on the enemy ships. We'll capture the ground vehicles once the battle is over. And watch out for missiles. So in this case, we're also going to have anti-air firing at us, as well as the enemy vehicles. The actual prompting here. Come on, come on.
Evacuate the ship.
And actually there we could barely evacuate before getting destroyed. Let's bring in our second one. So close to destroying that one right there. Come on, boys. Come on, come on. Yet another one right here. Let's go for that missile shot. And there we go. Missiles out. Oh, he actually evaded them, guys. How crazy is that? And units on the ground firing at us, of course. We've got some actual flak. Unfortunately, no more missiles on this ship. So I think he got 2 per ship, just like we saw when we looked at the build screen there.
The fuel system is burning. The fuel system is burning. Abandoned ship.
All right, let's bring on the big boy. Here we go. Much stronger than the enemy ships, but all it takes is one missile, and they will still outgun us. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. We gotta get back up. We gotta get higher up here. You see that particular enemy ship looks like he's about to blow up. There we go. Target is destroyed, but they're getting pretty effective shots on the big boy here. Good shooting, boys. Good shooting. Man, I love the airship combat in this game, and look at that. It actually lets us know how many crew died, how many crew escaped. Unbelievable. I didn't realize there was going to be like this many crew on single ships. I thought it was like 1 or 2 or 3 guys. We're talking about like hundreds of men that will escape in those escape pods if you do that correctly. I just love it, guys. And it looks like we are over Kalu. Let's select the ship to land in the dock. We've just got 1 ship left. We're going to have to make it work. Alright, we're landing in Kalu, guys, but this is one of the oddest landings in the game, and it goes to show you not all landings are going to be straightforward.
500 meters.
As you can see, we're landing with terrible weather, number 1. Another issue is that the landing pad is not directly underneath us. As you look down below, you can actually see the different landing pads and where we can go. But look at that. It's going to actually put us kind of off kilter.
Structural damage received.
We're just barely landing, but we've received some structural damage just in our landing. So there we go. We managed to repair the ship and get into this particular area. But you can see that even the landings are going to be a difficult part of the game, depending on the weather, depending on how quickly you're actually descending. So, really interesting stuff. Were you aware of the hostile anti-air? No, I was not. The Tarkhan is expecting you, Duke. Well, this is interesting. In the name of the Empire, welcome you. Alright, so this is one of the Romanis. I'm looking for allies to wage war on Kiva. Will you join us? And this is where we actually have, like, a diplomatic aspect of the game using cards here. We need to try and, I guess, get him to consider. So let's make a speech. Manage to bring him over a little bit. You speak the truth. He dislikes Romani and he appreciates force. Let's give him a dagger. Now, if he appreciates force, he should like that dagger. Continue. Afraid of you. Oh no, let's give him the Empire Cross. Sense resentment. That's not good. And let's do one more speech. If that doesn't work, no. Let's just end the talks. Nonetheless, this is fascinating. So what if you decide, will you join us? I want to meet other Tarkanians. Do you know where to find them? There aren't any around here, Duke. I've never heard... Okay. Some of our ships are in need of repair, and this city is a shipyard. We would do well to repair them here. Well, looks like that's going to be the case. So let's click the ship. All you need to do is give the order to repair the ship, and the engineering crew will do what they can. However, it will not be possible to complete the repairs if we don't have necessary spare parts. Wow, fascinating. So we could be in situations where we simply can't repair everything. But as you can see, we can repair that lost leg, which is beautiful. Nice. All right. Now, of course, we want to refuel our supplies if we would plan to continue. And one thing about fuel in this game, that's constantly necessary to be able to move even farther along the map. I'm thinking the game looks absolutely fascinating so far, guys. I can't wait to see what else there is over here in Highfleet. On my order, seize the city of Melka and await our main force there. So we're going to be seizing cities as we move into the future, attacking enemy fleets, repairing ships, maybe even customizing and building our own ships. Man, I can't wait. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, you know what you've got to do. Please hit that like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And man, this is a new game, so share wherever you can. Let's let people know about this thing. I can't wait to see what else is coming up. Take care, my friends.